Hello everybody, welcome to NFTV, and this is your preview for Manchester City on Friday. Yes, hello everybody, the theme continues. I'm joined by PD Proudlock. Peter, how are you?
Not too bad, thanks. And yourself, how's it going?
Not bad, having a great day out, nice and sunny for change. I'm in my old stomping ground as well. I grew up here. So me and Pete were talking off camera, memories and what have you, where I went to school and that. But yeah, we're keeping up the theme of trying to meet up with our fellow members and other YouTubers since lockdown's out the way. So we've got another preview rather than using StreamYard. StreamYard's brilliant, but everybody uses it. We're trying to do something a little bit different. So we've got Manchester City, but first, Peter, coming the back off that win on Friday night, I seen you so happy on the fan reaction show. I mean, how and why, where did that come from?
I think the players just turned up and just really put on that performance. They really wanted to go for it. And I thought we'll give Leicester a really good game. I think they would give them an absolute torrid time. I thought they were making errors at the back, particularly from Soyuncu. And I thought we really capitalised on that. I really thought we did. When did I really celebrate big when the final whistle went? Not really, because the season's been appalling. I must say, it's been an absolute write-off, and Steve Bruce still needs to go. Unfortunately, we need to change it massively, because if he stays on, it'll be the same old rubbish, and a relegation wouldn't surprise me if it was to happen next season.
Right, we're going to stay positive. Well, because I want to ask you, was that the best performance all season, or was it the Everton away or Southampton home win?
I think it was the Leicester game. 4 goals.
4-0 up.
4-0 up as well, yes. That's what I would made that the game of the season for me, 100%. It was just the way we capitalised on them and just really took the game to them.
Yeah, we were absolutely sensational on the counter. High pressing again. I was talking on Peter's channel, so make sure you go over and have a look about let's go into Manchester City high press. Why not? We've got nothing to lose. So we'll talk about Manchester City in a second, but the last couple of days we've seen news of Callum Wilson's out injured. I was joking on to you off camera saying it's a good time to be injured if there was ever a sense of that, because we are safe. But no question we're going to miss him on Friday. No question his goals have kept us up.
They certainly have. Without his goals, we'd definitely be in that bottom 3 by a mile. Considering all the other strikers we've got who are just not good enough at this football club. Joe Linton, he's not really a striker. Dwight Gill is championship quality, and Andy Carroll, I think his time's done in terms of Premier League football. I must say, I think we've got to go next season and look for a backup striker for Callum Wilson, I must say.
Well, let's talk about the striking since we're on Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson's going to be missed the last 3 games. Does Bruce go with the same formation, but just change the personnel up top? And who does he bring in up top?
I think he will keep the formation the same. I think he'll just make one change I can see up front, and that is I think he will bring Joe Linton in for Wilson on Friday, because Gale has not been getting a look in recently, and Andy Carroll he hasn't been getting a look in recently as well, and Joe Linton's been getting picked more out of the previous 2, so I think it'll be Joe Linton on Friday to start.
Just on Joe Linton, dead briefly, I know he's never going to hit 40 million price tag that was paid for him, but has his performances the last 5 to 10 games gone up a little bit of a notch?
They have a little bit, but is it much progression? I don't think it is, unfortunately. I mean, it's still been a lot of the same from last season, where he's been constantly giving the ball away. His holding play has been abysmal, and I think we should either be looking to offload him, but that is the problem. I don't think we're going to get as much as what we paid for him. But they haven't been bad, but it's still not good enough in my opinion.
He's not going to get you 10 goals plus a season, is he? Whereas Callum Wilson is, even though he misses a lot of the games through injury. I said on your channel that I didn't like Miguel Miron in that midfield 3 because he's just a runner. Maybe Bruce likes that. Maybe that's why Bruce has him in there. What would you do with that midfield 3? Who would you go with?
I wouldn't mind bringing Sean Longstaff in and maybe give Miggy a break of 1 or 2 games on the bench, because I don't think they have been as brilliant his previous performances. I mean, he wasn't bad. I mean, he set up well for Wilson's 4th goal, but it's been not good enough the previous games. Arsenal, the way he's been constantly passing backwards, going backwards with the ball, he should be looking to play more as a number 10.
What do you make of John Joe Shelby? Because he's been heavily criticised, but he was sitting literally for the first time really this season doing the Hayden role, where he just sat in front of the defence, tried to protect the defence as much as possible. So are you expecting him to do that again in Manchester City and allow Willock and if you go with Sean to try and get up and help the strikers?
That's a possibility, but my thoughts on Shelby this season, he's gone way past it now, I must say. I've seen where he's looked totally lazy. I mean that pass he did against Liverpool, that was so dangerous. Wow, I nearly had a heart attack, and Mane capitalised on that. And imagine that. But I think Shelby's time's done at this football club. How's he been given the captain's armband? I don't really know, probably because it's Steve Bruce. But you should be giving that to someone like Richie, who's been more of a leader out on the pitch. You see him giving that with the instructions more than what Shelby has been doing, easily. But I think it wasn't bad, Shelby, in his last game, but I think he will still continue to do what he did from last Friday.
Yeah, just don't play him at centre back, please. No.
Oh, God.
No, please don't. Right, we expect the back five to be the back five, but maybe one change. Kraft might come out with Clark. I would like to see Clark come in, but I personally think that Bruce will go with Kraft again, because Kraft actually did have a decent game against Leicester. But what I wanted to ask you is, how do we hurt Man City? Where are their weaknesses?
I think it has been at the back a bit lately. Their attacking wise is very deadly. It's very frightening. It really is. I think if we target their defence, we might cause them problems, I must say, but it's going to be a bit of a big ask, because without Callum Wilson, who's going to be a massive loss for us. So are you going to have to rely on the likes of ASM to do that? Possibly. But
it's to try and get in behind, really, because Diaz has been brilliant. Diaz has been sensational. Is it the full-backs where you try and get in behind?
Yes, I agree. Give them, see what they could do, go at them and see if we could really test them out, is what I'm most likely to do.
And we are expecting the game. I'm sure Pete's going to agree on this. I think Manchester City will have all the ball. That's to be expected. 65% possession will have you, and Newcastle will try and, maybe the last 10 minutes to come out. The last three games are winding down, Peter. Would you like to see some of the kids chucked in? Maybe Manchester City might be a little bit earlier, but you've got Sheffield United and Fulham already down. There's a good chance to see Matty play, maybe Elliot Anderson, maybe Stan Flaherty, maybe come up with the under-23s and give him half an hour and what have you. Yeah,
I would like to see Matty Longstaff massively. He should be. Why not give him that opportunity? He signed that contract last season, and he's been completely frozen out of the side. Give him that chance again, because he must be totally fed up with the way Bruce has completely thrown him out the squad. Elliot Anderson, yes, why not? I thought he did well in the Arsenal game as well. Give these youngsters a chance, because that's the only way they're going to really progress further out in their careers.
I hope they do, because Kel Watts got his debut at the end of last season, and thankfully he's okay as well after his injury on his last game for Plymouth. Let's get some predictions, Pete. I've already said 3-0, because every time I say we get beat, there's always a surprise. I'm just going to keep saying defeat. What you go with?
2-0 City. Yeah, I was thinking 2-2 at first, but since Callum Wilson got that injury, it's maybe changed, so I'm going to go 2-0 to City.
So yeah, we are negative there. Sorry chaps, but let us know in the comments. Please do head over to Pete's channel, PD Proudlock. There's a link in the description for that as well. He'll be on the Four Horsemen Toon review on Monday. He's got all these videos after the game, and you might even see him on our channel as well.
And I've got another live show on Saturday as well, 8 PM.
There you go, and you might see him on the fan reaction show as well, because he's normally first up. But that's it. Smash that like if you can do, that'll be wonderful. Take care everyone, watch it today, bye bye.